Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Erick Adame. Another weekend is upon us, and that means another exclusive weather update for the Woods Campground. And this weekend is Bears at the Woods. I am by no means a bear, but I appreciate a bear. And in your honor, I am wearing this harness to present this week's weather forecast. This weekend's weather actually looks fantastic, at least for the most part. We're going to have a lot of dry weather, so keep that in mind when you take a quick glance at your weather app and it says there's a 60 or 70% chance of rain. Yeah, there could be a brief passing shower. That's the headline number 2. But a lot of dry weather, I think, as we head through the weekend. It's just the weather pattern that we're in. One of the things we really got going for us is the warmer temperatures. We got temperatures that'll be in the 70s through the weekend, and that is warmer than normal for this point in the month. So a look at some of the events that we have for Bears at the Woods weekend, and we got the Polar Bear Homecoming. 70 degrees at about 9 o'clock. That is not bad for this point in May. For the big gay pool party on Saturday, it gets started around 1 o'clock. At that point, we'll be in the low 70s, but temperatures are going to keep going up from there. So count on probably mid and upper 70s for highs. And then we fall back into the upper 60s, you know, at night, and you get dancing. That gets pretty warm. I think a lot of folks are going to opt for less clothing rather than more clothing for some of those events into the evening hours. But here's the weather story for the weekend. There is a cold front kicking out one of those areas of low pressure that brought the wet weather earlier in the week for the Northeast. And then right behind it, there's just another one to replace it. That's been the weather pattern. I see this almost every year at some point in the month of May. Sometimes it lingers into June. Keep your fingers crossed that that is not the case this time around. But still some lingering showers. And since we are in the somewhat mountainous part of northeastern Pennsylvania, we certainly can get a little bit of help from those mountains getting that air to rise, which is what causes weather. So some showers and storms probably a little bit more likely for us than they would be, say, over New Jersey and into New York City. But again, they'd be brief, so I don't think they're going to be a huge disruptor to our plans. Most of the really heavy rain and strong thunderstorms stay well to our south. But look at this. This is the really good news. Yeah, maybe a passing shower or storm, but 77 degrees on Friday, 76 degrees on Saturday with showers and storms, and 77 and looking great for the end of the weekend. And there's an extra pool day for you there on Sunday too. Got a lot of going on this weekend for all the Bears. So minimal rain threat here. We got the chance for some showers and storms, but again, any shower would be brief, just to really drive that point home, and then we'll end up in the mid 70s on Sunday. Probably a little bit cooler early next week. And yeah, look at that. We got to get that out of here before our Memorial Day weekend, which is almost upon us. So that is this week's weather update. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend at the Woods, and stick around for next week's weather update coming up on Wednesday.